Fat burning is a fascinating and intricate process that involves the release of fat from fat cells and its conversion into energy. Contrary to what the term implies, there is no actual burning. Instead, fat is stored in cells as triglycerides, a form of liquid fat. The central player in this process is an enzyme called hormone-sensitive lipase, HSL, which specifically releases stored fat in response to certain triggers. Enzymes, in general, are proteins that catalyze chemical changes within the body, facilitating the breakdown and synthesis of different substances. HSL, for instance, is activated by specific hormones. The real question then becomes, what exactly triggers HSL? One of the primary inhibitors of this enzyme is insulin. When insulin levels are high, HSL is inhibited, and the release of stored fat is blocked. This is why elevated insulin levels are often associated with fat storage rather than fat breakdown. Therefore, minimizing insulin levels is crucial for effective fat burning. Cutting out carbohydrates, which spike insulin levels, and not eating too frequently are two essential strategies. Fasting, particularly intermittent fasting, also reduces insulin levels, thereby activating HSL. Exercise plays a significant role as well, as it increases adrenaline levels, another trigger for HSL. Intense exercise, adequate sleep, small amounts of protein, and intermittent fasting all stimulate the release of growth hormone, which further activates HSL. Thyroid hormones are also known to trigger this enzyme. Some people mistakenly believe that insulin resistance, IR, results in lower insulin levels, which should theoretically aid in fat burning. However, IR actually causes the pancreas to work overtime, producing 5 to 7 times more insulin than normal. This increased insulin production further inhibits fat release from cells. Once the stored fat is released, it is often converted into ketones by the liver, which can be used as energy, especially during ketosis. A pertinent question arises: do low-calorie diets trigger HSL and promote fat burning? Not necessarily, particularly if they include high carbohydrate content that leads to elevated insulin levels. Similarly, while high-fat diets may not spike insulin, they don't inherently trigger HSL either. The most effective strategies for activating this enzyme include fasting, exercise, and maintaining low insulin levels through dietary choices. Avoiding saturated fats and opting for low-fat diets aren't effective triggers for HSL. Instead, focus on lowering insulin levels and incorporating hormonal triggers like growth and thyroid hormones through lifestyle changes. Understanding how fat burning works can significantly impact your approach to diet and exercise, enabling you to make informed decisions for effective weight loss.